Welcome back. Welcome back to the bedroom and beyond. Okay, I'm not going to sing because I don't actually know how. It sounds like a cat in a dryer. And speaking of cats, we're going to say hi to Willow. Willow, you want to say hi, everybody? Come here. I want to show everybody you. Please hold while I grab my pussy. Say hi, everybody. Who's this pretty girl? Hmm? Okay, down off the table. We love you. So we're going to like that for sure. Please subscribe to this if you have not already. And also, down off the table, babe. Yes, like, share, and subscribe. That's all I got to keep saying. I know it'll take 7 times for people to do it, but I'm hopeful only because this is now my life's work. I'm not going anywhere. The things I talk about may change, but today we are talking about how to attract a juicy soul aligned relationships. Juicy. Okay. And I want to preface this with saying it doesn't have to apply to just one being. Okay. This could be multiple beings in different contexts. Okay. This could be like a friendship, a family member, a romantic partner, a lover. Like, it doesn't matter. This applies to everything because it's human to human. Okay. This is why I love this. This is why I love what I do. It's humanity at its finest. And I'm just picking out the things that we ought to be doing other than things that we should be doing. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you should all over yourself, it's a bit messy. Okay. So in the last little while, we've been talking about, thinking and being outside of a box. Don't put yourself in a box. Okay. And how to like sexually explore and not be one extreme to the next. Like, you don't have to be vanilla and you don't have to be a kink. You can be somewhere in the middle. Okay. A little bit of both and it's very, very sexy and risque. So now I want to talk about how that all ties into, excuse me, Mitchie, how that all ties into like attracting a soul aligned partner. And what does that even mean? Soul aligned. Okay. So firstly, do you know what is actually aligned to your soul as a whole? Meaning, do you know what's for you and what's not for you? Like, are you a person that can say no to something because let's say a friend of yours, you've been friends for like 20 plus years, but for whatever reason, their energy, it's like when you hang out with them, your energy is depleted after the fact. And you're like, that's weird. Or maybe like you just started noticing that with certain people. You're just like, oh, like I don't feel well. Okay. I want you to start getting really acquainted with self and your intuition and feeling and letting your body lead as opposed to your brain. Not to say that you don't need your brain, because you do. You need your logical, analytical things to do certain things. But at the end of the day, when you're making like big decisions, things that will impact your life from here on out kind of things, you really want to start trusting your intuition. Such as finding, or not even finding, because I believe they will find you. Like you'll put the intention out there and then you attract it because of who you're being. Another being conversation, D. Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Why is this so important? Why do I keep reiterating the beingness of it all? Because I'm going to tell you something. You're a human being, not a human doing. Take it from someone who doed all her life, okay? I was someone who doed all the things. I was doing all the things, trying to prove my worth, thought my worth was lying inside of what I could do for people. And it turns out that's not true. So save yourself some heartache, save yourself some time, and just get with the program, meaning just get with what I'm saying. And if you don't believe it, try it on. Try it on. Scientifically, try it on for a week. Even a day, okay? Fully embracing who you are yourself, we'll set an intention of being enthusiastic. When you set an intention for something, whether it's a way of being or your ideal relationship, whatever kind of relationship that is, the more you can live in alignment with what that looks like, the more it'll be attracted to you. So, what's important in that is to get very clear on what it is that you want. Actually, before you even go there, give yourself permission to want what you want, because a lot of times we get stuck with this, I want to want this, but I'm not giving myself permission. And I'll even say this as a sidebar. You know those scenarios in life, ladies, I'm talking to you, when it's like, even if you just saw it in the movies, even if you haven't experienced this firsthand, you've seen this in the movies where it's like, the man's not doing enough, or like, I want you to want to do the things. And it's like, why would you want me to want to do the dishes, for example? But it's like that passion, it's that drive, it's that underlining permission that we don't give ourselves, and why that's showing up. Okay. Remember that relationships, no matter what kind they are always going to be a reflection, a mirror of what's going on inside of you. This is why your relationships are so potent and sacred. This is why integrity is the utmost importance, okay? You want to be able to be so clear and so valued in yourself that integrity is second nature. And what is integrity? Integrity is being your word, first and foremost. And second piece to that is having an empowering context. So let me break this down real quick. I'll do another video on integrity entirely because it's super important. But basically, being your word is like, you commit to something, you fulfill on that. And when life happens and you can't fulfill on that, you reinstate another fulfillment. So we're going to the movies on Friday. Something came up for me. Hey guys, I'm actually not going to make it on Friday. Let's reschedule for this date. Does this work for you? Great, you're in communication. Yay! Cornerstone is be in communication. Even being more communication with self, like really check in, be like, does this align with me? Does this feel good? And the second piece around having an empowering context is so you don't go into dark, ominous tones of humanity. Okay. Looks like making yourself wrong, sabotaging, collapsing integrity with morality. And it's just this like hot mess that you don't need to be dealing with. It's just the what so. Integrity is rooted in reality and the what so. It is not rooted in emotions. It's not rooted in belief systems. It's not rooted in any of that crap. Okay. I digress. And to take it further, if you don't have integrity with yourself, you don't have integrity at all. So you can't be a people pleaser and have all the integrity in the world, being your word to everyone and anyone in your life, and neglect self. Ding, ding, ding. That is the magic one. When you neglect yourself, you are actually, let's say these two poles are you and the person you want to attract, the person you're calling in or whatever. And every time you give back to yourself or do what you say you're going to do, or it brings you that much closer. However, there is no stagnancy in life. Things are always moving either forwards or backwards, which means every time you neglect yourself, every time you say yes when you really mean no, every time you choose someone else over yourself, you are further and further away from you attracting this person. or this thing. Maybe it's a manifestation for a soul aligned gizmo because it's going to enhance your life somehow. It doesn't matter what it is, just know energetically you're pushing it away. Your thoughts create your reality. Okay. We do a lot of thoughting in our human life, 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, 90% which are negative. So yes, it does take some work. It does take time. So if you're an impatient one, like I used to be, and wondered why nothing would come to you because you're doing all the steps, you're doing all the things. Remember the being conversation? Let yourself be abundant. Let yourself be this miraculous person day in and day out, no matter what the circumstances on the outside look like. I'm serious. Picture for a moment. You got this thing on fire over here. The kids need something. Your friend is like dying over here for some dramatic reason. This is going on. Work needs this from you. Ah, la, 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 la. The house is on fire. And you are a goddess walking through the flames, not batting an eyelash because you know those are all outside circumstances to what you are in alignment with. Now, that is a very extreme analogy and example, but it really anchors in that you are the creator of your reality. Let's say you decided to live into those things, the fire and trying to put out this and trying to do this for that person, and it becomes this big, massive thing. You're totally off kilter. You've totally whacked yourself off the path of alignment. So nothing and no one is coming to you, and you are not moving forward. So at its core, to attract a soul-aligned juiciness, whether that's in a partner, a relationship, a gizmo, a thing, a job, a trip, whatever, you have to start being that person today. It's the feeling what does the manifestation, folks. It's the feeling. It has nothing to do with what you can do more of. Like my story, I did all the things and I got nowhere. But when you can anchor yourself and root yourself in being the person you said you were going to be, intentionally, integriously, things just naturally open up. You'll get random calls from people that you never thought you would hear from again. You'll get random financial ups, like checks in the mail, or like some client that that you really wanted to work with but wasn't ready is now finally ready, or just random things. But I'm gonna tell you, they're not random. It's universal law of how it works. When you can be so secure and so safe in your own body, being integrous with self, being able to move and flow with ease. And that doesn't mean things aren't going to happen. They're always going to happen. If not, they're going to happen more, because when you're in alignment with something, the exact opposite, which is not in alignment, is available to you at the exact same time. It's the law of polarity. So meaning it will show its ugly head if you want to go that route. And it'll ask you in a very subtle way, is this what you truly want? It'll make you think you're crazy. It'll make you question yourself and your values. It'll make you question all the reasons why you started doing this in the first place. But it's there to see if you are truly in alignment and truly ready to take on what the universe has in store for you. And until you're open to receive, my friends, it will never come to you. You can do all the steps 1 through 10 to manifest what you want, attract what you want. And if you're not open the gates of receiving at that moment when it's ready for you, it'll go find somebody else who is ready. So don't cut yourself at the knees. Don't be the source of your misery, and go figure out a way to be joyful and pleasurable every single day of your life. And that, my friends, is how you attract a soul-aligned relationship. The juiciest, sexiest. I want more of thatest all damn day long. Okay. Believe me, don't believe me. I don't really care. I know it works for me. I know the universal laws. And if you don't, that's okay. It's a skill that you get to learn. This is a long game, okay? It's a long game. This isn't a short game. This isn't an instant gratification conversation. This is delayed passion, absolute acceptance of what's coming to you, no matter what's happening on the outside of you, clean and clear. Okay. So go try some. Tell me what you're coming up against. Let me know how it's going. I would love to hear from you. Seriously. Okay. I'm also going to link below a link to jump on the marketing conversation. So I'm having marketing calls where I am getting into your world and seeing what is relevant to you in the world of intimacy and beyond. So that looks like 15 minutes of a call will be market research questions from myself that I have created because I want to actually get to know you a little bit deeper than most. And then the next 15 minutes of a half an hour call will be free coaching, which I think is great. You can ask me anything, absolutely anything in the bloody world. That's great. So let's go there. Like, share, subscribe. Send this to people who need it, okay? Or want it, or like need something to make their needle move in their life, even if it's not with intimacy. How we do one thing's how we do everything. So let's go do that. And I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.